All right, we are live. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, just to show you. Title of the 8th episode: The Jedi and the Witch and the Warlord. The first witch was at the end of Ahsoka.
I know. I remember.
So
I never watched Ahsoka.
You don't have to prove yourself, man. We weren't doubting you. No, we
use facts on this show.
No one ever doubted you, though.
True.
When did we use facts on this show?
Oh, go ahead, man.
We literally have a segment called Reckless Speculation. When did we ever use facts?
Oh, yeah.
We use facts when we're literally impugning someone. Specifically, if I'm going to go, they shouldn't do a second season of Ahsoka 2. They should do a second season of Ahsoka. I'm going to say because they ended it dumb. Sabine became a super Jedi out of nowhere and was the most powerful, bestest ever. And then there was a space witch already in there. And then the warlord left and went to a whole other galaxy. I don't know what they're planning to do with the story. I don't know. I'm literally going, where are you going to go with this? You literally took a dump on screen, and now you're telling us that you didn't flush it. We're going to get it, you're going to keep it on there. Now, don't get me wrong. You know what? Actually, a second season of The Acolyte would be better than a second season of Ahsoka. I said it. Because the Acolyte was such an amusing hot mess and was screwing up so much Star Wars lore when they had, what's that Sith they had in there, Bloodaxe, that they threw in?
Wasn't the Force. It
the one
was
that taught Palpatine, that Sith Lord appeared for some reason in the Acolyte.
Tyrannus?
I think it was Tyrannus, yeah. Like, they were screwing up Star Wars lore so powerfully that I was just going like, a second season of Acolyte would get us a lot of material. I'll get to rant for like a few months. I get to watch some great Thorius and heel versus babyface videos as they lose their minds. My God, did they blow up? They just
So for those of you just joining in, we've been just random rabbit holing for the past 30 minutes about Star Wars because I had the gall to ask, what's going on with Star Wars? And we looked it up.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy's name came up as part of a arcane ritual. And the sudden question became, what is Star Wars doing?
But you know what's funny though? What you said gave me a thought in the fact that, yes, Ahsoka's a beloved character. No one talked about her own show. Everyone talked about the Acolyte, good or bad. There was extremes on both ends. You had very starch defenders and people that actually thought it was garbage. But Ahsoka, it was just meh. No one really cared about it. So, yeah, you're right. The Acolyte probably would get more traction on YouTube. Probably have more eyeballs on Disney Plus, even if it's hate watching.
Yeah, I won't have anything to work with if they do another season of Ahsoka. All I'll be is like, it's still not very interesting. Like, but if it's the Acolyte, I know there's going to be pure stupidity, man. Like, oh my goodness, it's going to be the main character is so evil. At the end of Acolyte, she's such a terrible person. And I'm just like, they'll try to act like she's not. And it's just like, I'll get to hate her some more. And then maybe, Mandela Steinberg or whatever her name is, maybe she'll put out another weird video where she shows that she can't dance. You know what I'm saying? We'll get part 2 of her hip-hop career. It's amusing and entertaining in a trash fire way. But Ahsoka
That's funny. You knew her name and I didn't. That's funny.
I remember everything, yeah. But Rosie,
you remember her name?
I hate to say it, but she sleptwalked through Ahsoka, and she put me to sleep. And I mean, it'll just be another season of her. Sword fight. The slowest motion lightsaber fights you've ever seen. Like, it was really boring. At least they went they went Matrix Kung Fu in the Acolyte. It was so stupid. They literally said, well, we've got the actress. Let's do the Matrix. And they did the Matrix. It was so dumb. And then she talks she talks old Jedi Masters into killing themselves. You're just like,
what?
What? Oh, yeah. Remember she talked to one guy into drinking poison and killing himself for something that wasn't his fault when it was what happened. Literally wasn't his fault.
Yeah, for fake guilt. Yeah.
They literally took control of the Wookiee and tried to kill them. It's hilarious how bad that it's like, oh no, he needs to kill himself out of guilt. Guilt for what? They didn't even kill all the witches. They killed like 1 or 2 and then the rest just dropped dead. It was ridiculous. Like, now that I'm looking back on it, it's a great bad show night. Like, get some shots, do a drinking game. It's hilarious to laugh at. You can't do that with Ahsoka. It's not got anything interesting enough in it to do that. But you just sit there and just laugh at how bad the Acolyte is. If you watch it as bad cinema, it's peak bad cinema.
Yeah. We've had our own bad cinema here in Mississippi, man, with that. Like when I first heard about the truck getting turned over with the monkeys, I was like, man, this is a zombie movie, the start of a bad zombie movie. You know?
Yeah, we had quite a little.
I thought it was a joke at first, man.
Me too.
We tried to have like a 27 Days Later moment with like lab monkeys infected with all kind of diseases being set loose. And did they ever find the last one? Because they only had found 4 when I heard about it. There was still 1 monkey out there.
I think they found the last one.
That's not going to tell us. Poor zoo. They just grabbed a monkey out the zoo, shot it, and said, we found the last one.
7 hours ago, there was a homeowner finds missing monkey in Jasper County, so authorities say.
With some kind of super monkey COVID. This is crazy. Yeah, so we had a little fun moment. We almost had the zombie apocalypse. I was going like, cannibalism, because, you know, I go there pretty fast.
Well, like I saw, like a couple days after it happened, or a day or so after it happened, I saw an article say they didn't have anything, that the monkeys were actually clean, which is so sus.
Story slowly changes. Like, what are you doing? Don't tell them what all we injected the monkeys with.
Oh, but
I've always thought that zombie apocalypse will come because of a rabies jump from animals to humans. Because the zombie behavior is extremely similar to an extreme version of rabies. So it is feasible in my head. Right? I hope that happens right now. I can't get around right now to save my life. So, but. Give me a couple more.
Take a look now. According to the Jasper County,
it'll be a guy gets bit by something with rabies. He gets high on bath salts. Zombie epidemic. It'll mutate because bath salts make people want to eat people, and rabies make you crazy. And you get that together.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't know, dude. People high on bath salts are prone to weird behavior like biting.
Hey, now, Flynn. That's just mean. Come on now. Some people still live here.
I know, man. Just because you escaped to like another state, I won't dox him. Oh no, he's not there anymore. Yeah, he's not in Atlanta anymore. So just because you got out, like.
Yeah. See, in a statement, Tulane said the primates are not infectious.
I like the ... That's like literally like the lie dots of the primates are not infectious.
Authorities said the driver of the truck carrying the monkeys told law enforcement that the monkeys were dangerous and posed a threat to humans. But then Tulane, where they were supposedly coming from because they were heading to Florida, and of course we're going to send rabid monkeys to Florida.
And there were 18 total, but only 5 escaped.
Yeah, 5
Why would you
escaped.
have 18 death monkeys? Why do you need so many death monkeys? Jeez, man, keep it to a number we can handle. 18.
And this is the type of
keeping 18 zombies. Like you, dude, we're testing them, but can we test it on 4 so we can keep this crap reined in? Why is it that they pull the freaking umbrella core where they keep like 90 zombies in the lower room, and then they're like, oh no, they got out and we can't stop them?
I will say, I mean, Mississippi had more memes this week than Mississippi has ever had.
No, Mississippi's had many memes. This is the first time they weren't all racist.
Oh, no, dude. It was a truck full of monkeys. It got racist. You know it did. I mean, I didn't see them, but I know it had to have.
Wait, so this is you that... You're like, no, I'm pretty sure it got racist.
I mean, dude, sure. I don't hang out in those.
I know, I'm messing with you, man. I probably...
But you can't tell me that the racist people wouldn't have jumped on a truck full of monkeys coming through Mississippi. I mean, it sounds like a racist joke just saying it that way, like the start of one.
No comment. I'm not weighing in on this crap. So in gaming news, we've got nothing but bad news in gaming news because everybody's losing their job.
Are we even doing the intro?
People lost their job too. Hopefully somebody got fired. And wow, I can literally see one of them on top of that. Sure, only 5 got out because there's one out in the box right there. I just realized there's one sitting on the box.
Oh, I'm just wondering who took the picture. It's like, here's the supposedly aggro, because that was the other thing. They were supposedly like super aggro, and then
amongst the things they had was herpes. Of course, they're aggressive. They gave the monkeys herpes. They're not going to be happy.
Oh, and it was funny because they were like, "Oh, well, why did they give them COVID?" Just because. I just wanted to add another layer to the experiment.
Proper vector. You need something that's highly contagious. It's just like, what was it? When one of the dang movies where the evil company went like, "We've created a virus, zombie virus. What if we can get it airborne?" And you're like, "Why would you ever want it to be airborne?" It's like bite and body fluid is bad enough. Why would you want it to be just straight airborne?
All right, let's get started. Welcome to Dicejunkies, guys. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
you,
and on Discord
we have Bloodaxe, barely, but I'm here.
Yeah,
we have most of Bloodaxe.
Most of Bloodaxe, yeah.
What's
got
left
more
of
bionic parts?
Yeah, I have my my other knee replaced, and I tell you what, it's been a brutal experience.
You should play
0
Outer
stars.
Worlds too, man.
Do not recommend.
You can get all kinds of prosthetics and.
That was such a.
It'd be nice if it was cybernetics, but
it's
no.
prosthetics. You can do all
I mean,
four
it is cyber though because it's showing him moving his hands and all, so it's got to have cyber.
We have better looking prosthetics now.
So they look bad, but I mean,
if I could be cybered up, yeah. I mean, if Bloodaxe had got 2 cyber legs, he'd probably have the arms too. Just be like, can I get a 4 package?
I could see Blood with 2 cyber legs just hauling ass and outdoing us all,
Heck yeah. Oh, not for long. I'm up for cyber legs.
He drinks too many Long Islands and he just sets his legs to go home. And
I'd make life easier on me.
It's like, I'm drunk. Hey, legs, take me home.
Autopilot.
The last time I was actually smashed was with you guys in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yes, I carried you to the room. I still don't know how I pulled it off.
We bust through a fire escape to get you out of there.
And then somebody went to park the car. No, big dude. Big dude goes to park the car, leaves me to carry Bloodaxe to the room.
It was my car.
While he parks the car. And that's how you know true no man left behind, because I did it. He was surprised. We were all in the room by the time he got out. And I was just like, I'm going to give my boy the safety.
I took some extra time to make sure he got you out before I got back.
I got it done, man. Real men get it done. That's what it is. But they don't get to drink like that no more. So if you drink like that, we drink it at the room. So you can just lay down on the floor right there. Like, there you go. You can drop right there.
I was fine until the firefighter guy and Ryu bought me another Long Island each. So that's what pushed me.
And then you would go back and come back with 2, and I think I had to confiscate 1 batch from you.
I almost kicked them down the stairs because we had told them not to buy you another. We were like, no, he doesn't need another. And then we turned around and you had 2 in your hand, and we were like, wait a second.
Well, because you don't want to get past the I can still walk phase. That is the point that you can't get to when you are bigger than the people that have to carry you. Like, no, I'm just being real. Like, you can't. Like, if I had got to that, y'all can handle me. But, like, I can't carry Xeno or you easily. I'd make it happen. But, like I did, but... feels unfair.
To the games. Yeah. Amazon Games is making major layoffs as it shifts focus away from MMOs to its Luna Cloud gaming platform. So apparently the what was that New World MMO that they have has gotten so few players that they are now ending it. I mean, I played it. It wasn't a bad game. It just didn't have legs. You know, I mean,
I think I touched upon it for a while on Steam, and it was a day or two, and I was out. Like it didn't catch. You know, they couldn't get the hook to set in. But unfortunately, it's more gaming industry layoffs.
Yeah, which I mean, I think Amazon by itself has a massive layoff coming. I think if I recall right, I saw
14,000 employees is a lot of unemployment. That's why I hate this, because that's a lot of people.
Wait, this is AI powered layoff.
It's corporate too, because the Amazons aren't just your delivery driver. It's corporate, so you're gonna have a lot of people without a lot of bosses.
Because they're accusing layoffs to be due to use of AI.
All I know is that 14,000 employees is a lot.
That is a lot. I mean, that's more than a lot of game studios even have.
That's why indie games are the way to go, because a lot of indie game studios are being started off from this massive, size of layoffs being so big. You know, I mean, there's got to be some talent in 14,000.
Now, the 14,000 is Amazon. That's not just Amazon Games.
Okay. So, do we know how much Amazon Games is laying off? Do we have any figures?
It doesn't say. It just says cuts will be made to its game division, according to we'll see significant cuts made to. So part of the layoff is going to be to the games, but we don't have a number that the games division is going to cut.
Man, whenever they use the word significant, I cringe too, because significant is, for them, usually means a disturbing quantity. And while I'm not a big in any of the Amazon game brands, like I said, I forgot that they made games, I'll be honest. The problem is that it's a bad trend, because another thing is that we're rolling. What did this happened before, didn't it? Whereas we got near Christmas, companies were just firing people, like before Christmas, which is really jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, and I remember there being a bad sprint one year that was a similar bad sprint where, like, they were just like, Merry Christmas, you're fired. Was like just the way they were rolling.
Yeah. So, the New World game is going away. Apparently, they canceled the Lord of the Rings MMO again.
You shall not pass, apparently.
Yeah, you shall not play.
I mean, there's apparently 16,000 New World players trying to get them can't abandon the MMO. And honestly, 16,000 people is not enough to support an MMO.
Yeah, I mean, they fire nearly that many people. Yeah. 16,000 is not enough to run an MMO server.
So
16,000 players is bad numbers for a single-player game. I would hate to be that guy, because I get it. You guys want to play your game, but that's not enough. I mean, I'll say that. That's nowhere near enough. No. Not to maintain a MMO. Like maybe a small indie MMO with a small server, like, you know, I don't know, maybe Valheim or something.
I will say, that is why I do say, I mean, more and more of these studios should allow for independent hosting. Because you could save those 16,000 people if you go, okay, look, we're killing our systems, but if you want to export your data and import it to a standalone server you're hosting, we're not going to do any more updates for the game. It's fine. And people would continue to update the game, you know, modders and stuff like that. I think they're afraid that those people would listen to the gamers more than they do and actually come up with something that sustains more playability.
That's the issue, is that you don't let your license out of your hands, because what if you decide you want to come back and make the next game, but by then people have made the game better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say right now, like I went on and I did the Wabberjack mods for Skyrim, and dude, the game that I played was better than anything Bethesda ever put together. I mean, both graphically, gameplay, combat complexity, magic effects. With those mods, that game was so improved. I mean, I really want to say that, so insanely improved in every way that it is better than Elder Scrolls 6. And Elder Scrolls 6 is not even out. I know when Elder Scrolls 6 come out, it will not look as good as the modded Skyrim game I had. It won't. It will not look as good or play as good, which would cause you to potentially not buy the new game because it doesn't look as good as what you're playing. So I get the fear. Now, it shouldn't be a fear. You should do good. You should be able to outdo the modders. Or crazy Dicejunkies theory we put out, you can hire the modders. I would literally allow my game to be modded, and then I would grab those guys.
I mean, we do have examples of it. I mean, World of Warcraft for the longest had a huge independent server community. They're still out there, but they've been sort of hacked away by Blizzard because Blizzard then came out with the classic servers, you know. And it's like, oh. But here's the thing. If there's so many people who want to play your game before you fucked it up, you should realize that you screwed up. You know, it's like, oh, why do people want to play the early, 20-year-old game or 15-year-old game?
Flynn said it still got legs. Skyrim still has legs because of mods. Well, that's my thing. How do you, as a business person, make a game, and then you see some people come along, some talented people, and for free, and very quickly, like game's only been out like a few months. Boom, boom, boom. Game's looking better. Games, they're sharpening the graphics. How do you not go grab these guys and hire them? I do not understand that. I would snap up people off of those modders like crazy and hire them. And I would go, all right, my main team's going to make the game, and we're going to have a special team we call the polishers. And what you do is we're going to hand you the game. You're going to go, hey, I can make this look better. We're going to get in. We're going to implement it. We're going to make a better looking game. And you know why I say this? Because Starfield was a game that came out after Skyrim. Starfield did not look better than Skyrim by a lot. And it definitely didn't look as good as modded Skyrim, which shows to me they're still not able to match the modders. That's bad. That's really bad because you can't even match. And the only reason you can't match them is because you're not hiring them. Dude, hire the people. Hire the modders. The guys who did what's the word for Skyrim? Requiem. The guys that did Requiem, hire that team. They made the game so much better. Mm-hmm. For Fallout, go find the Horizon team. Hire them.
Yeah, the London team, man.
The London team. Hire them for your DLC. Back in the day before Oblivion did what they did. We can segue that way into it. Back when Oblivion was good. Hire them. Don't now. Don't do that now. No.
Outer Worlds 2 came out this week. I don't know why we're transitioning to that one, but
I feel like it.
I mean, we have like 5 other things that related to the one we were talking about, but hey.
How dare you try to have structure?
Oh, man. Outer Worlds. I will say, I've watched a lot of videos. I watched some more videos with Q.
We watched
Q's
today,
watched a bunch of videos by himself as well.
Bloodaxe
actually installed the game.
So Q on this program, probably once or twice a year, will comment on Bloodaxe quit during the tutorial. This is the first time I deinstalled the game before I got to the tutorial. It was rough.
I will say,
I texted them what happened, and they did not understand how literal I was with my statement. So
I will say, I get you, but also you quit on an intro that was a parody.
No, he got past that part. He quit, I think, when
he got past that part. And then when I got into the game, I'm like, character creation. I'm like, I'm not doing this. But I reinstalled. I created my character. I'm starting up again, and man, the dialogue is just bad.
Yeah. Now that is what we got. That's what we got out of the videos, man. Heavy dialogue.
He's sitting there with the mouse, and they're talking, and he's just like, "Oh my god, they won't stop talking." Yeah. And he just started hitting the board.
I'm trying to fast forward it. I gotta keep spamming B. I'm like, oh my, just shut up, please. But
the young lady we watched playing it for a little bit. I mean,
awesome, by the way. I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah, she had 3 hours. I mean, not 3 hours. 3 minutes of loading shaders on the PC.
God, it took so long. She went and got a snack, and we're just sitting there. We're forwarded, and it's like it took nearly 3 minutes just for the shaders to compile for this game, which is a long time at a loading screen on PC. Because you assume that she had told it to install before she started. Why doesn't it? Okay, maybe I'm a tech idiot. Maybe my boy Flynn will correct me. Maybe you'll correct me. But when I pre-install a game and then I let the game install an update, I expect when I hit the start button, I'm done with installations.
I don't know what the whole deal with shaders are lately on video games. I don't understand it enough to get too technical with it. I do know that some games are smart and allow you to select the option to preload the shaders to your hard drive.
I need to figure
considering,
out that.
Well, Borderlands ain't one of them.
Oh.
Like, one of the few games I know that does it is actually Fortnite. Fortnite allows you to pre-install shaders so you don't have to constantly wait for shaders to load.
Did you just say Fortnite is more technically sound than Borderlands 4? Fortnite?
Yeah.
Now that's sad. That is sad.
When you go to install Fortnite, it actually has an option where you can pre-install shaders. And here's the thing: if you have a buffed up gaming system, you should be able to pre-install. I understand that part of the reason why you have to install shaders on a PC is because there's so many different configurations of a PC. So you're basically having to go, okay, this is what the shaders that we need. But you can do that and install. It takes up a little more hard drive space, yes.
Not a problem.
And you need to have like a SSD, M2 or, a good solid state drive so that it has the proper access speed. And for consoles, they already know you have
they know your specs.
Yeah, they know your specs, so they're able to prepackage the shaders for the console itself. But you can do that with PC during the install process. You can request the data. And then the only time you would have to redo it is if I changed my hardware. So I don't get the reasoning. Anyway, yeah, back on the game.
Bloodaxe, you were saying that you didn't even so you made a new character and actually got into dialogue. Was it a particular dialogue or was it just all the dialogue took you out?
It was all the dialogue, and I'm going to try to play it some more. Probably after I get some more pain meds so I can actually stomach it. But it's the skills look interesting. I like the fact that you can take a flaw to get an extra skill. So they do have some abilities to give you drawbacks as well as perks. But it's like a fifth grader wrote this the tutorial. I just put it that way.
Dialogue's bad, man, and I will say we're watching a lot of the story. A lot of the story is just poorly written all the way through. There are some highlights of the game. There are some really good things. They say the combat. The combat looked good. When the
NPCs aren't.
Well, yeah. The young lady we were watching play, she was using the pistol, and the pistol seemed a nice.
Good shot too.
Yeah.
I really liked her gameplay.
I
remember her name. I'd tell y'all.
It's 39.
Around something.
Yeah.
Dang it. But her video was awesome.
Anyway,
she's a pretty good player.
Yeah. So we watched. She was doing a playthrough, so we watched some of the playthrough, and like I said, there was
39 DAF.
Yeah, 39 DAF.
DAPH.
So we saw a lot of the game itself. And like I said, there are some interesting parts. My biggest problem is with story, and secondly, they are pitting two extreme political positions against each other, which honestly feels way too much like real life right now. And so I was like, it's not the escapism I'm looking for. Will I play the game? Probably. If it goes on sale for cheap enough, I might pick it up on Steam, on a good sale. But I've got enough options right now where I don't feel like I need to play the game. I do have Borderlands 4, I have Dying Light, and then we have Where Winds Meet just in a week or two, in about 2 weeks.
Two weeks.
November 14th.
Yes,
so with all that,
I'm all for it.
I just didn't feel like after watching enough of the gameplay, I didn't feel like it was a buy right now. To buy later when I have more time and I don't have anything else to play.
True escapism,
and it's on
man.
sale.
I'm gonna be running around doing kung fu, and there ain't gonna be no capitalism, authoritism.
The game's not doing so well on Steam.
Down.
I mean, you're at 18,251 usually the Sunday.
On release weekend.
Yeah, usually the Sunday of release weekend is where you're at your highest, which we are currently at our highest. Well, not right now, but I mean today we hit the peak.
It's already looks like it's dipping. That's what got me.
So it's most likely not going to go over this 18,000. Now it's
not over 20. I'm gonna say it ain't gonna break 20.
Now it is on Game Pass, so you do lose a lot of your Steam. But we've seen other Steam games that we've looked at, and this is really low even for a Game Pass game.
What did Avowed hit?
I mean, Avowed's not a good.
It might have hit lower. I'm just curious.
Pal World would be a good one to compare it to.
I'll only hit 19.
Are we going to ignore that it's 289 people playing that game?
I mean, what do you expect? So
I expect more than that.
Avowed, which most of the people who I've seen review this game said at least it was better than Avowed.
And that's what made us really realize the game might have been, because we tried to be fair. We watched people who like Obsidian, they played Avowed. They liked them. Everybody we watched review this said they liked the first Outer Worlds, and they still said the game is at best okay. It's definitely a very good improvement. I've consistently heard that there's an improvement on Outer Worlds 1. And honestly, if you liked Outer Worlds 1, I'm gonna say this is the game for you. Yeah, it is better than the first one. Now, if you didn't like Outer Worlds 1, I don't think this is going to change your mind. I mean, I heard the most condemning thing I could hear, which is the guy said he loved Fallout New Vegas, which immediately made us friends, because I'm a fanboy of Fallout New Vegas. But he said, this is not Fallout New Vegas in space. This is not as good as Fallout New Vegas. And I said, well, that's what I wanted. But that's because I'm not a space guy. But honestly, what did I say before we got up here about this game and being a space game? It really isn't.
Well, no, and looking at the game, the space elements, other than because it's futuristic, we want to add space.
And instead of monsters, it's aliens.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, it's portals, though. It's not even, they're not coming from space. They're coming from portals,
planets
right?
And they fight the wildlife. But then again, there's no sapient aliens. You're right. There's no sapient aliens. It really could be a fantasy game with the story, and it would still fit. It's not that sci-fi or that space. Well, and what I have to literally say,
usually when
it's not beating out Starfield as a space game, not as an RPG, but as a space game. But it isn't. I wouldn't say
it could be fantasy, though. I mean, usually with the corporations, you're at least futuristic. It doesn't have to be a space game, though. You are right there.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, actually, it's factions. It's only one corporation. It's the Auntie's Choice.
There's multiple corps.
They're not a part of the story. You've got
factions. I mean,
it's Auntie's Choice versus the pro-lit or whatever, the Nazis. I don't know. The authoritarian.
Whatever the evil corporation is, yeah.
But they're not an evil corporation. I think they're an authoritarian.
They're both evil corporations, really. I mean.
Yeah, well, they're authority figures. But basically, that was my biggest thing. Is I suddenly said, my God, this game is less of a space game than Starfield. Because, your ship doesn't really matter. You don't really get to pick your crew. They got set NPCs. And I said, this game, definitely, we're not even going to compare it to No Man's Sky. That's bullying. As a space game, not as RPG. But it's an RPG. It's not really a space story. And it's barely a sci-fi. And the reason I say that is that while the gameplay has sci-fi elements, the sci-fi is not part of the story. Normally sci-fi stories, the sci-fi itself is a factor. The cybernetics are a big deal, or there's, look at Cyberpunk, where the main thing in the game is the chip you get in your head and the net space, and this new product that's downloading personalities. The sci-fi element was very integral to the story. You literally like needed to upgrade your software. It was a very constantly present element. Whereas it's about as sci-fi as Fallout, but I mean, the story's not about the sci-fi elements. The rifts could be sci-fi or magic, and the main thing is it's a faction story. It is a faction versus faction story, which technically is its own genre, and is not really to me sci-fi or space.
Well, and then once again, it's another game that did away with stats, and in favor of skills and perks. I miss stats, man. I really do. Like I miss the crunchy.
Might feel they're not smart or strong because
I miss the crunchy, man. I miss being able to fine tune my character. I haven't seen an RPG, even Skyrim and all those haven't hit the fine tuned RPG.
It took a long time for me to get over not having my stats in Skyrim, man. It hurt for a long time. Because I remember Oblivion, my stat grind.
Yeah.
I remember the median. When I did get the remastered, I got back in.
And if you want high replayability, you give stats, because how many times have we restarted games so we could better min-max our stats for what we wanted to do, or started a whole new playthrough going from a strength build to a dex build to a social build, just to see how the game played differently.
Dude, I know.
Now you're minimizing that.
I mean, Q wasn't a fan, but that was one of the things I enjoyed about Cyberpunk was starting with a higher charisma.
That's not fair. I wasn't a fan of restarting because my game save got messed up. I liked doing different runs because Cyberpunk, a strength run versus an intelligence run is a vast little. And a social run, get your ass kicked. You better pick some fighting stuff. You cannot talk your way through Cyberpunk completely. But, dude, you're talking to a guy who loved the original Fallout. My favorite thing was I always did 3 runs. Hold on, let me finish. I did 3 runs. And I did the melee run. Y'all know I love it on arm. I did the strength run. I did the science, pure intelligence run. And then I said, can I get through this game by doing charisma and let my companions do all the fighting? Those are the 3 runs I normally do in a game, which aren't as viable when you remove the stats.
Now,
especially because you probably could do all of the above in one gameplay loop in this.
Not really.
Oh yeah, right. You can't respec. I do know you can't respec.
It does add some of that replayability by having the perks. I mean, the perks. Some of your perks are speech related. Some of your perks are strength related. Some of your perks are gun related. So you do have stats in that sense, but I still miss the numbers. I like the
We're TTRPGers. We like our numbers. We're. There's another reason. You know why we talked about it? I'll make it quick, but the reason that we don't like very simplified TTRPGs, let me explain that. Tabletop RPGs. I tried playing those, and let me tell you why. It's because I'm 47. I'm a grown man. I'm a single dad. I don't want to feel like I'm playing a children's game. And when it gets too simple, there's a moment where you really almost feel like you're playing a children's game because it's just so kiddified, where it's like, this isn't a numbers crunch. There isn't a tactics. It's really, and the more simplified and the more they take the numbers out and they simplify it, the less it feels like it's worthy of my time and effort because it's too simple. So why I like Dark Souls games, man. They're hard. They're challenging. Trying to make and then I like to do the opposite of what they suggest I do to see if I can make it work. It's the challenge. I'm playing Amon now mostly because they tell me Amon's not good because I'm going like, I'm kicking butt, y'all. My Amon build's rocking. It's like, hey, I could pull it off. In Borderlands 4, that's Amon. But like, I like my numbers. Like you said, I like to feel like the game is meant for experienced gamers. It's meant for you to drill down a bit. The less it becomes that's why I'm not into Assassin's Creed games anymore. It's like, those Assassin's Creed games are pretty simple to me. They're not complex games to play. And thus they don't appeal to me as a deeply involved game. And I'm like, I don't want to just do a hack and slash unless it's multiplayer. Yeah, with my boys, we'll run around, we'll hit things in the head, go bonk. But that's what that's for to me. That's for multiplayer. When I'm playing a single-player game, I want to be engaged intellectually. I want to be challenged. I want to have to do the extra steps. Anyway, so, yeah, the game it's not my cup of tea. I don't think it's a bad game, but it didn't promise what I want. I want deeper gameplay, especially for a genre I'm not a fan of. And that's the thing. It doesn't offer what I want. If I'm going to play a sci-fi, it's got to be like Cyberpunk. You got to offer me options. You got to offer me a lot to work with.
Yep.
And honestly, I think Cyberpunk could have had more. It was a good game, but there was room for improvement there too. You know, I walked around sometimes and wished there were things I could do that I couldn't. But you know, that's fine. You know, they kept improving on it.
They've made so many changes to Cyberpunk now. It's a different game.
Well, I think the Cyberpunk 2 will probably be the game I was hoping Cyberpunk 1 was. And I would definitely be keeping an eye on it if they start making the Cyberpunk 2. If I thought CD Projekt Red was not insane. But I have no hope for Cyberpunk 2 because CD Projekt Red, as a company, we've covered it. We're not, just because we only inside. Because CD Projekt Red, they lost their whole dang mind. Y'all don't know. Go back a few videos.
So on top of not the best game in the world, also a lot of people got screwed who bought the early access as Microsoft's outage affected thousands of as Xbox and Starbucks and had interruptions. Basically, their Azure network went down, which then went to that good old thing of you don't own your game because if we're down, you're down. Screw you.
Apparently, regardless of how you bought the game or if you had a copy of it, what kind of copy you had, you need to be online apparently to play Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah.
So the outage caused people who bought the early access to not be able to play the game for part of their early access. Also, it does that really bad thing of letting normies know you don't own your game because most normies don't know. They're still in the dark. They don't realize that Xbox is not actually giving you your game when you pay for it. So it kind of caused that. It always is funny when that awareness pops up where people go, wait a minute, why can't I play my game though? It's on I've got it right here. I'm hitting the button. And then they realize for some reason. Go ahead, man.
It also affected Grounded too because the shared worlds are in the Azure, and so you couldn't do shared worlds for Grounded 2 either during that whole time.
But I mean, and it's one thing with a multiplayer or a hosted world like Grounded, but for your Outer Worlds not to be able to that's
your new game, right around its release time. Is bad.
Yesterday, Epic had an outage which affected like Fortnite because they had put out a new Simpsons Fortnite release, but so a lot of people were upset about that. But that's at least understandable. They actually scheduled an outage for a short period of time, which ended up being an extended period of time.
Simpsons did it.
But it's also an online game. You know, you know if
it's PvP. You have to be able to be online to play Fortnite. It's literally PvP. If it wasn't online, what it'd be is you'd be standing out there with nobody to shoot. Like,
you could do bots. Oh man, that brings me back to Unreal Engine, man. Or Unreal Tournament. The bots were so bad in Unreal Tournament, man.
Except for that last one that was always like super
bull
crap.
Where it auto headshotted every time.
Just cheating its tail off. Me and Kitsune. Oh, that was a battle, man, to get through that, man. And we weren't playing on easy either.
But yeah, Unreal Tournament bots. They were either really bad or cheaty good.
Yeah, they cheated or they sucked because they could not beat you in a fair fight or an unfair fight. Unreal champion veteran, baby. All right. Hey, that's not the worst thing, though. That was just an outage of service, not servicers, i.e. staff. Because we got more. We're not done.
Yeah, Amazon wasn't the only one dropping people like flies. Rockstar fires 30 to 40 workers with accusations that GTA 6 studio is union busting. Apparently, there's been a lot of union talks in the Rockstar Games devs, and then all of a sudden, a lot of people got laid off.
We need an editor, man, because that was literally when we should have said, "I want to join a union," and then it just goes wasted on the screen.
Wasted.
It goes wasted. We gotta get us an editor. That's a wasted moment. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised because it was predicted that as GTA 6 got closer to release, they were going to fire people anyway. I was telling you about that.
Well, yeah.
We covered that. Like, they're going to do the thing where, heck, they're not even the only one. We have someone later that's doing that. Game's about to come out, and they're letting people go.
And if you're going to let people go, and then you see a bunch of people joining, creating a union.
Those are the people
you got ready-made targets.
Well, unions are the people that stop you from doing that.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, we got to get rid of them first, or they're going to stop us from the really big firing we do when we finish production. Because we all know Rockstar is going to, in order to pad those sales numbers, they're gonna do some terminations. I mean, it was predicted like almost a year ago that when this game finishes, they're gonna fire a bunch of people so that they can really rise. So then they get to go. We put out the game. Profit looks really big because we cut out a lot of staff too. It's a dirty tactic that companies use, or sometimes, as a segue, because we've been on for a minute, or sometimes they do it because they've made really bad life choices and business choices, and they used to work with Sweet Baby.
Yeah. They're definitely not the only people laying people off as their game comes to a conclusion. You also see Heart Machine, which does several games. Did the Hyper Light Breaker, and now it's doing Possessors. But yeah, no. I mean, apparently though,
this is the second one this month too. This is their second round of layoffs. Like they are cutting.
Well, I mean, didn't you say they were asking for money or something? Like,
yeah, they were on Patreon asking for money to stay afloat. But this is also a company that's mission was like to highlight the corruption in the gaming industry and to reach a broader audience and educate and blah blah blah. Sweet Baby Ink, blah blah blah. Kim Belair, blah blah blah. So yeah. Apparently, the message does not pay well. Well, not for not Sweet Baby.
Yeah,
Sweet Baby Ink's making a killing.
I mean, the message.
They're making a killing by killing because they're killing companies and making a lot of money off of it. Sad part is Hyper Light Breaker didn't look like that bad a game. I actually always thought it looked fairly interesting, but like I can't support them now because it might actually help, and I'm not nice enough to do that. So sorry. I won't be bailing you out.
Is that a furry game, dude? Are you saying you want?
I was looking at the combat, but you're right. Oh, I think that was the one that I suggested, but then I found out that there were animal people in it, and you won't touch anything furry under any circumstances. Yeah. The combat looked cool, but yes, because I think it was multiplayer. I can't remember.
Yeah, it said online co-op.
But yeah, I do see. Looks like an animal person.
Yeah.
And more animal people. So, and I know you won't touch anything, but sorry guys, you'll never get him. He's very adamantly. Oh yeah, there was a tail there.
Yeah. So you want to play a furry game, huh, Q?
I was looking at the combat. I was not even looking at the characters because honestly, they don't look that great.
Oh, nice tail,
So now definitely no support because but yeah, no, so they're terminating people for the second time this month, right when their game is about to come out, which I found messed up because see if your game makes money, you might be able to keep people. I always just find out this is a messed up concept that like you're about to make money and you're terminating people. But I don't think the company's going to be afloat for much longer, and they're not the only ones firing people. We're not done. Like that's.
I think that's the last of our firings.
Amazon, sure, I thought somebody else fired somebody.
Now. I mean, we're sure that we'll probably see Ubisoft firing some more people as their stock continues to drop.
That is off of a cliff.
Yeah, Ubisoft not doing so well in the stock world. I mean,
they're at their lowest, dropping all the way below $8.
Yeah.
And this Bailey came up as a topic. I can see a little belly, but I'm leaning back too far. Big Daddy. But no, like hey, I'm still the smallest one here. But no, man, like, literally, they are dropping off a cliff. And, yeah, I'm almost sure. Because you got to think about it. They're splitting up their franchises. They canceled Assassin's Creed Civil War game.
I mean, that infusion actually helped their stock out for a little bit, but it was artificial, you know.
And Assassin's Creed Hex does not sound like an interesting game.
No.
You know, you play as a poor oppressed witch that's being, for some reason, hunted by German soldiers. Didn't know the German soldiers were the ones that were doing the whole witch hunt. But you also are apparently a witch with supernatural powers. You can possess a cat. And I was just like, I know there's alien tech in Assassin's Creed that allows you to do some strange things, but that just sounds like straight magic. And they talk about you'll have a coven, I think, and I just said, okay. I don't want to play Witch Simulator, and I don't feel like it's in theme for Assassin's Creed at all.
Yeah. I mean, dude, since the first couple of Assassin's Creed, the only one that I actually even somewhat enjoyed was Valheim and
Valhalla,
yeah, Valhalla.
You also enjoyed Valheim.
But
That's
yeah.
a different game.
Valhalla wasn't bad.
I thought Odyssey wasn't too bad.
I didn't care for Odyssey.
I said not too bad.
Yeah.
That means it is bad. It's not too bad.
Gotcha.
Like, listen to the words. I said not too bad. But yeah, Valhalla was way more interesting. Well, it's because you actually were getting into a very period specific character. You're Viking, you're doing it, you got a tribe. Like, it's very much what you're kind of wanting to get out of an Assassin's Creed game. Whereas if you had told me 5 years ago they were going to make an Assassin's Creed game about being a witch with a coven,
Well, honestly,
I would have said, You sure you're talking about Assassin's Creed?
I mean, honestly, I don't think Valheim should have even been an Assassin's Creed. They could have taken the Assassin's Creed part out of Valheim. Valhalla, sorry.
They could have taken it out of Valhalla.
Yeah. They could have taken the Assassin's Creed part out of Valhalla, and it would have been a decent game probably would have been a better game.
Probably, yeah. It could have been more. Yeah, truthfully, the weirder parts was where they tried to make it make sense with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is your witch an assassin also? Does she have a?
Well,
is it magic?
Yeah.
Is she magically?
And honestly, Hex may be a better game if you take the Assassin's Creed off of it.
No, if they were making a game about a witch being oppressed and hunted by soldiers, and you had to fight back, that sounds like a perfectly decent game.
Yeah.
But when you put Assassin's Creed in front of it, I go, are the Templars hunting witches? Are the assassins witches?
Yeah.
How do you play this
timeline? The timeline doesn't match up very well at all. If it was, if you talk about World War II, and yes, we all know that the Nazis were into the occult, but if this was like during the Salem witch trials in the 1800s, that would have been more interesting in that timeline because there's a lot of fascination with that lore. The timeline, the franchise, none of it makes sense.
Yeah, if it was the Salem witch trials, and you find out that the assassins are being called witches just so the Templars can publicly kill them, but they're not actually, they're actually the assassins, and they're calling them witches just so they can root out assassins.
I mean,
that even makes sense in the story. The Templars always found a way to criminalize the assassins. That makes sense. But when it's German soldiers, I'm like,
well, I mean, do we know
that in Germany?
Do we know
is it even in Germany? I'm assuming it's in Germany.
Let's see.
Like, where is Assassin's Creed Hex supposed to be set?
I thought you had done more on this.
There isn't a lot on it, man. There's only like light descriptions. You act like they have a breakdown in the game.
Let's see.
Most of this stuff is hearsay.
There's not a Grokpedia page for it?
Apparently it's going to be in the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire German? I don't know. I'm not up on my history. I'm getting old. Yeah, you see, there's not a lot out. So there, smartass.
Yeah.
Like, the most you can find is it's set in the Holy Roman Empire. Which, by the way, it's not a good place to be a witch. Talk about picking a bad location to run your witch coven.
That is true. Like
maybe not where the most paranoid people are.
Set during the witch trials in the Holy Roman Empire.
It's going to be one of the darkest series entries yet.
So it is off of a historical.
Which is Southwest Germany. Yeah. Okay. So it's set in the German area during the witch trials in Europe.
What's the timeline?
No, we don't. Well, I mean, for the trials or for the game, we don't know at the timeline.
Well,
of the game.
I mean, it said it was set during this timeline.
The witch trials.
The witch trials. So that should be.
Accurate. So it's not during World War II.
1594.
Okay, so it's not during World War II. Okay.
And it's going to be really dark, man. They said it's darkest game in the series yet, man.
Well, I mean, once
Who's
again,
your target audience, though? I mean, Jesus.
I mean, they are using history. I mean, this goes in line with what they've done. I don't see a really big issue here. Other than, honestly, I think the Assassin's Creed, part of the Assassin's Creed games, like the current time stuff, is outplayed. They've screwed it up so much that honestly, you just take that part out and make this its own game, and it would probably do well.
I don't believe. Let me put it like this.
I think they're trying
to. The Assassin's Creed fan base is the fan base for this game.
I think they're trying to literally hold on to the Assassin's Creed name just out of name recognition.
Because the game Hex probably wouldn't have gotten any attention by itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you're probably not going to have a male audience for the game. I'm going to be honest. One, you're probably not going to have a large male audience about playing a witch that's trying to escape the witch trials.
If it was well done, I wouldn't mind. I mean, with the way, this is one of those few times where making a character doesn't make sense, or making having an option, and I'm fine with a set character when it makes sense.
Yeah, but
South at Midnight had no problem with it being a black female character. And the concept was pretty fascinating.
Very good concept, yes.
But it was the SBI incorporation and the woke story that turned me off. I had no problems playing a black. Hell, I play a black female character in Borderlands 4 right now.
Well, that's the thing. That concept has general appeal, though.
I mean, once again, that was also a storytelling game. In storytelling games, I understand you having a set character.
Oh, yeah, but let me defend my statement. I said that because I said it's probably not going to male audience. We are exceptions. We're TTRPGers. I play female characters, male characters. I play slaves. I play villains. I play heroes. We do that. But to a casual gamer, that experience of, I'm trying to avoid getting burned during the witch trials, they're not going to care. Most guys are not looking for that in the game. You can't say I'm wrong. That statement is fair.
It depends. It on how you come at the game, dude. Like if you
make a God of War, but you're a witch, yeah. But that isn't what they're doing. You know that. So I get your counter argument, and if that's what they were doing, I love mages. Dude, I play necromancers, and 9 times out of 10, I got to play a witch to play a necromancer. I usually got to go from witch and level up in a necromancer in most games. I don't think that's what this is going to be.
I don't know, dude. I mean, we know the one thing that the Assassin's Creed title does tell you is a type of gameplay.
Yeah, you're going to probably be assassinating people.
And, I mean, honestly, that type of game, I find the Assassin's Creed style a fun gameplay style. I find them pulling me out of the game to do some stupid shit in the real world, annoying as hell. Take away the whole synchronization stat and give me something else that's sort of cool, I mean, you could just have how close you are to the hex or to the, as that. You could replace it so easily to a better mechanic and still have that gameplay of the Assassin's Creed.
But notice that how your defenses are literally non-witch trial related defenses. Well, if it's this assassin, that could draw in male players. But from a pure, this is the story, I do not believe anybody, let me rephrase that. I do not believe the majority of male gamers was like, ooh, I bet they were just like, let me see. I'm not really feeling that story.
Dude, come on.
Compared to the Civil War, did you see how excited we got at the idea of playing an escaped slave, hunting down, Confederate soldiers or the KKK? That immediately appeals to our sense of righteousness, fighting back, being the underdog. And I'm not saying that doesn't exist in this story, but not many people empathize with witches.
Sadly, the problem is the reason we have such a problem with the witch trials is also because we know most of them really weren't witches. They were just women.
Yeah, it's a pretty messed up story.
Yeah.
But it's not something I think I'd want to play through.
But once you become an actual witch...
Well, there is a whole, like, they came after your family because they accused you of witchcraft. You have witchcraft powers.
Now, I mean, you can play the whole misunderstanding of, well, witches aren't really evil, and...
That's been done to death. Though.
Oh, I know.
The pro-witch movement is well known, Star Wars Acolyte. So it's like they've been doing that, and I don't think, and guess what? It did not have a very big male audience when they do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying no guy would want to see it. I'm saying that if you presented a story of one story where people could easily wrap their head around, and then another story where people are like, I don't know if I'm feeling that the same way.
I guess the way I'm looking at it, though, is not necessarily whether or not that idea would sell. I'm just saying that idea would sell better if,
Oh, yeah. Like, you'd have to have something to pull people in. Which maybe the Assassin's Creed name can pull it in, the Assassin gameplay, or maybe they'll give you badass magical powers and completely go, we don't even care about being anywhere consistent to the universe of Assassin's Creed.
Well, they've already proven
but
that.
Story-wise, no, that raw magic is still an extra step.
Yeah, I know it's another step.
They danced on the edge, but they haven't went on, you're just magic yet. They haven't quite jumped that shark.
In Valhalla,
I know about Odin.
We had deities.
No, they had the artifacts, they had the apples and the alien artifacts. But I get what you're saying. My whole thing is that I'm just stating I don't think this game will save them. I agree with the people that say that the story is interesting, but it's not going to have the appeal. Dude, if Shadows bombed, Hex is going to bomb. Hex is not going to do better than Shadows. Shadows is Assassin's Creed in Japan, one of the most anticipated games in the world.
Yeah, but they did stupid things with it.
You don't think they're going to do that with Hex? The power of one, the power of two.
All right.
Yeah, really. You think they're going to not? One of the descriptions for one of the devs was how it had very potent female energy. That was the actual description of the Hex story. Very potent female energy.
All right. I'm done.
You tried. It's okay. You put up a good fight. Bloodaxe, give him a hand. He put up a good fight. He tried. He was like, I'm devil's advocate. I'm like, you're not a witch. You can't devil's advocate. You ain't got 3 teeth.
No.
Give it up. They don't take men.
Do we have any more articles?
Last up is...
Well, he thinks he's in literal pain, not from the time.
I'm not hurting.
If you
pretty
need a
bad.
bell, man, just go ahead and bell. We'll finish up here. The last thing we got...
Dicejunkies don't quit, bro.
All right. Last thing we got is Japanese patent officials reject one of Nintendo's Pokemon patent applications for being too similar to Ark, Monster Hunter, and embarrassingly Pokemon Go.
I love they used another Pokemon game to shoot down the patent.
Yeah. Basically, it is a sub patent off of one of their main patents that is that basically is just about capturing monsters. So,
You know how many monster capturing games there are? They really have a hard on for Pocket Pair, don't they?
Capturing monsters and then using them to fight people is such a ancient mechanic and concept. Monster taming is a very old fantasy trope. And for them to try to patent the concept was crazy. Now they didn't even get throwing a ball at him to capture it. Apparently, they found games that went back that even did that. And I'm like, huh. But I get it, too, because sealing monsters into gems and sealing spirits into gems is even an ancient mythological concept. You know, I know that. Like, goes way back. Sealing a gem in a ring or a actual ruby. So the concept of sealing creatures in and then controlling them is an ancient concept that you cannot patent and go, that's like patenting the concept of a genie that grants wishes. It's like trying to patent well-known ancient mythology and say we exclusively own the rights to this whole concept from hundreds to thousands years old stories. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah.
It did lead to a lot of mockery of our dumbass patent office for giving them the flying monster patent because they're like, even Japan knows they don't need these patents.
Well,
how did we screw that up?
I mean, they have that patent in Japan now. The rejected patent application describes the implementation of mechanics for aiming and throwing items to capture or battle creatures like those used in Pokemon Legends. For a patent to be granted, the application's claims must demonstrate an innovative, unique enough from prior art in the field.
And there's games that predate it.
Yeah.
So.
In the rejection application, Nintendo claims that the Legends Arceus mechanics constitute a novel invention by combining third-person aiming with 2 modes to throw items that either affect or target character, like stunning it or capturing it. Blah blah blah.
Wait, they tried to patent the concept of stunning creatures by throwing things at them. No wonder that patent got shot down. Now that's a really old concept.
Or initiate combat by throwing something at them, which is also something that
has been in video games for a very long time. Wow, Nintendo is just full of themselves. Well, you said their goal is to get these patents so they can bog down the competition in legal procedures so that no one can make video games. Like, how do you win the video game war? Make it so no one else can make video games.
So anyway, it's nice to see that Nintendo. To me, it's nice to see that Nintendo is actually getting struck on some of these crazy patents. Hopefully, this will cause them to look deeper into future patents from Nintendo to stop the overdoing the patents.
They should. I mean, look at how much trouble Sony is having just suing that Chinese company for very blatantly knocking off Horizon, Last Horizon, whatever your stupid game is, it sucks. Horizon Zero Dawn, there it is. Yeah, like, they did knock that game off, dude. Like, when I watched that, I thought it was a Horizon game.
Anybody even hear you with your mic way over there? I don't know why you...
Oh.
I don't know.
He's loud enough.
I don't know. My voice is insanely loud.
Anyway.
He's loud enough. No,
Okay.
we all hear him.
Anyway, with that, we're going to wrap up, guys. Let Bloodaxe get back to the meds and get better. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to go to Dicejunkies.com where you find links everywhere we are online. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on our YouTube.